yet. So if anyone needs to leave because you're no longer anonymous, this is your moment.
Or change your name on your screen.
I'll be back in a minute. No, I'm not kidding. I'll be back in a minute.
I want to say one thing that I really appreciated last night, and this I should have gotten in before we went to the recording, but Edith had walked away. Oh, it's good. It's not bad. Edith walked away, and it's specifically to her, and that is that I think it was great that you mentioned where is spirituality in all of this, because a lot of things that we do, we're not thinking spirituality. We're thinking, and to use this as an example, an elder in our community who has since passed away, Phyllis Weinstein, would always say, yeah, but what's Jewish? Well, she didn't say it in those words, but she would say, but what's Jewish about that program? Where's the input from us being Jews? And I thought it was really nice that you pointed that out very specifically, that our dealings need to keep in mind that spirituality is an important part of us. So, thank you, Edith.
Well, thank you all for participating in that chat. All right, so where we stand, I still think there's work to be done on Ashrei. There's still work to be done on Yigdal, and there's definitely a need for practicing the prayer for the state of Israel. So that's what I think we should do this week. However, I want to push you guys. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Ashrei, but I do want us to read through the whole prayer, and I want to push you to read it faster. I'm not going to tell you how fast you need to go, but I'm just telling you, I want you to feel like whatever your speed is, that you're pushing yourself a little bit, okay? I say that because it kind of dawned on me. So I was preparing for class this morning, and I went to find some recordings of the second and third paragraphs after the Shema. So Shema, V'ahavta, and then you have 2 more paragraphs. Mm-hmm. And I found some wonderful recordings that I'll share with you when we get down that road. And without even looking at the prayer, I realized I still had, particularly the third paragraph, pretty well memorized. And the reason that is because in Hebrew school, the rabbi who I had that year, this was the guy I told you about who timed us. He wanted us to go as fast as we could. The faster, the better. We got high marks for beating the time we had read it the last time we read it. And by doing that, it really embedded it in my memory, obviously, while we weren't singing it, which I think singing, and Geraldine and others of you who are more musically inclined than I am, singing really embeds something in your memory, in your body. I think that's why we teach children the alphabet to a song, and it's why we teach them certain other things to a song. Somehow it ingrains it better and they remember it more easily. But when you push yourself, I think, and you speed up a little and you keep going, it becomes more fluent, obviously, and I think you remember it differently. So that's just my thought for you. All right, so let's all start with Ashrei. Depending on your book, you'll find it in Lev Shalem, page 181, in Sim Shalom, the big one, 420, in Sim Shalom, the smaller one, 151. All right. And I'm just going to go around my boxes, which I always do, but I'm not going to start in my same place as always. All right. So who's ever at the top corner, you're getting a week reprieve. Sue, I see you smiling. I think you have a book. Will you unmute? And you're in the middle. So I'm starting in the middle instead of at a corner.
All right, here we go. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, Od Yahalalucha Sela. Ashrei Ha'am Shabacha,
Shekacha.
Shakacha, Lo, Ashrei, Ha'am, Sha'adonai, Elo, Ha.
Nice. I like your speed. Okay. Mary Ellen, will you unmute and read next? Mouse is not cooperating.
The mouse was in the box and the box did not accept the mouse. Okay.
I get it.
Okay. Tehila la David, Aromimka Elohai Hamelech, Va'arvacha Shimka Leolam Va'ed. I'm sorry, I'm kind of singing it, but
Okay, you're doing fine.
B'chol Yom Varveka
Chacha.
Va'hecha, V'halala Shimka Leolam Va'ed.
Nice. You're doing so much better. Okay, Audrey next.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay, fine. Connie?
Gadol Adonai umchulal ma'od, v'li gdulato ein cheker. Dor lador yishabach ma'asecha, ugvurotecha yagidu.
Excellent. So Edith, you're next if you unmute. I just want to say, I don't know. I think what's happening that you're pushing yourselves, which is what I want, is that you're trusting yourself. You're telling yourself, I got to keep going. I'm not gonna hem and haw. I'm just gonna push through. And that's perfect.
Care of.
I think we're 2 lines above that. Hadar.
Hadar Kivod Hodeka Badiv Ray Nif Lo Teka Ashika
Asicha. Asina. There you go. There you
Yep,
go.
the dots on the other side. Zeus Nor Oteka Yame Yoteka Yameru
Yep.
Ugulat Ugudu La Teka Asi Renu Risena. Sorry.
It's okay. So
Asi Rena
the last 2 words are ugdulatecha asaprena.
Apsaprena.
There you go. All right. Geraldine, will you pick up with Zecher?
Knew you were going to call me on this one. I knew it. Okay, so can you get me started? Just the is it Zecher?
Zecher.
Zecher Rav? No, Zecher.
Zecher Rav Tuvcha. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not good with the tune yet. Zecher
Okay.
Rav Tucha Ha Biyu
Yeah.
Ya Biyu you the Zid Kekha
Sid Kat Ha. Sid Kat
the Zid Ha 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 Ha.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, help me. Let me see. Veranenu.
Yep.
Veranenu?
Yeah, you run new.
Veranenu. Okay. I'm done.
Okay. I'll do your second line for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Chanun berachum Adonai erech apayim ugdal chased. Okay. Susan, will you do the next line? Next 2?
Tov Adonai al Man, Al,
Mav, Bracha Mav,
Al, Kol, Ma'as.
Ma'asicha, ma'asif,
Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha V'chasidecha Yevarchucha.
good, excellent, thank you. Lenore, will you unmute and go for the next two?
Yes, I'm at my son's and they're having their roof replaced. So if it gets noisy, I'll turn off and somebody else can finish. Kavod Malchut Ha Yo Meru Ug Vu Rat Ha Yedaberu Leho Dia Li Livnei Ha'adam Gavuro Tav Vod Hadar Malhuto.
Very nice, thank you. Barbara, next two?
Malchutka Malchut Kol Olamim, Shalsuka, Bekol Dor Vador, Somech Adonai, Lekol Hanofilim, Visokef Lekol Hakfufim.
Perfect, beautiful, I loved it.
Thank you.
Margaret, you have to unmute. Will you do the next two?
I'll pass if you don't mind. I'm a little out of practice.
Not a problem. Connie, I don't think you've gone yet, have you? You have to unmute.
I have, but I'm happy to go again.
Oh, well then, hold on. You have, okay. Everybody moved on my screen, so I apologize. That's why I'm lost. So Marlene, I don't think you've gone yet. So if you unmute.
Okay. We are on Amy.
Ene, yeah, I think we're on Ene.
Okay, well, that's where I'm starting.
That's fine with me.
Ene kol elecha yisaberu v'yata no ten lahem et uchlam bito.
It's achlam beito, but yes.
That's a long one. Et
Exactly.
achlam
And
beito.
perfect, good, keep going.
Okay. How did I lose my place already? Okay, that's bad news. Should have had a blown up one like I blow up Ashray. Poter et Yodecha.
Yadecha.
Yadecha. Umas bia lecholke ratzon.
L'chol chai ratzon.
Lechol chai ratzon.
Right. Okay, so I'll just tell you that it always dawns on me when we get to the line, the Einei Chol Elecha line, Einei Chol Elecha Yisaberu, V'yatano Tein Lachem, Et Achlam B'ito. This is where students who always practice from the beginning start to really they start to lose their steam. And this line, they're like, wait a minute, it's got more. Wait a minute, I haven't like they mess up starting at that line. So you're not alone. It's just, and this is why I think a few weeks ago, or maybe it's probably more than a month ago, didn't I make us do this backwards?
You
and
did.
That's why.
Yep.
And because if you always start from the beginning, you kind of don't learn this latter part as well. If you start somewhere in the middle or start, it's hard to sing it backwards. I mean, I could technically probably sing it couplets backwards because I know it so well, but it's challenging. But anyway.
Well, thank you, Rachel. So maybe for me, I need to start doing it with kavod, like with the second page.
Exactly. Start on the second page. Exactly. If you really if you notice that you're much stronger on the beginning half, exactly, don't start there anymore.
Thank you.
Okay. So we started with Sue. I think we've been all the way around. So Sue, we're back to you.
All right. We're on Sadiq.
Sadiq?
Sadiq Adonai B'chol Derakav Bahasid B'chol Ma'asav. Karov Adonai L'chol Korav
Mhm.
L'chol Asher Yikra'uhu Ve'emet.
Lovely, thank you. Mary Ellen, I know you used to be under Sue. You're not anymore, but I'm gonna go to you because that's the order I started in.
Yeah, I had to get out and sign back in because it still wasn't working.
Ah, okay.
Yes. All right. Ratzon Yireav Ya'aseh Ve'et Sha'atam Yishma Ve'yoshi'im
Aim,
In.
aim.
Yeah.
Yoshi, aim.
Oh, aim. Your aim. Shomer Adonai et kol ohava ve'et kol hasharim yashmid.
Excellent, thank you. Susan, will you pick up there?
Tehillah Adonai Yada Bear P V Varech Kol Baser
Sar.
Zar. Same shame. Could Show Leolam Vaed.
Excellent, thank you. Geraldine, will you unmute and do the final line?
I will. Va'anaknu. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Okay. Va'anaknu Nevarek.
Nevarech. Mhm.
Nevarek. Yeah. Oh man. Ma'ata. Viad.
Odd.
Olam. Ad. Viad. Olam. Hallelujah. Okay. so maybe
Hallelujah.
not.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna sing 2 lines. I'm gonna mute you all. I'm gonna sing 2 lines, then you're gonna sing them or read them, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna start at the top of what is 182 in Lev Shalem. So it's halfway through. It starts with kavod. Okay, can everyone find kavod? Okay, so let's see if you all are muted. Okay, let's see. I can mute everyone. I know I can. Okay, I think you're all muted. Okay, I will go slowish. Okay, but I'm not going to go super slow. Okay, are you? Yes, I'm not good at super slow. Okay, here it goes. And I'm going to look at your mouths to see when you're done before I start the next couplet. Okay. Kavod malchutcha yomeru, ugvuratcha yadaberu, lehodia lifnei ha'adam gavurotav, uchvod hadar malchuto. Malchutecha malchut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechal dor vador, somech Adonai lechol hanoflim, v'zokef lechol hakfufim. Ene Chol Elecha Yisaberu, Ve'ata Noten Lahem Et Achlam Be'ito, Poteach Et Yadecha, Umaspia Lechol Chayratzon. Tzadik Adonai b'chol derachav, v'chasid b'chol ma'asav. Karov Adonai l'chol korav, l'chol asher yikra'uhu ve'emet. Ritzon Yireav Ya'aseh, Ve'et Shav'atam Yishma V'Yoshiem, Shomer Adonai et Kol Ohavav, Ve'et Kol Harshaim Yashmid. Tehilat Adonai Yedaber Pi, V'yivarech Kol Basar Shem Kadsho Le'olam Va'ed. We'll do one and then we'll do the last. V'anachnu nevarech Yah, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Okay, turn back to the beginning now, and I'm going to start at the top of the prayer. And I'm still going to do two at a time. I know that's, unusual, but you should be able to pick up anywhere, so that I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. Okay, here I go. Ashrei Yoshvei Vetecha, Od Yehalalucha, Selah. Ashrei Ha'am Shekachalo, Ashrei Ha'am She'adonai Elohav. Tehillah, Tehillah leDavid, Aromimcha Elohai HaMelech, Va'avarcha Shimcha le'olam va'ed, B'chol yom avarchecha, Va'ahalal, Va'ahalela Shimcha le'olam va'ed. Gadol Adonai umhulal me'od, veligdulato in cheker, dor ledor yeshabach ma'asecha, ugvurotecha yagidu. Hadar kevod hodecha, V'divrei niflotecha asicha, ve'ezuz norotecha yomeru, ubdulatecha asaprena. Zecherav tuvcha yabiu, v'tzidkatcha yiranenu, Chanun barachum Adonai, erech apayim ugadal chased. Tov Adonai lakol, merachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha yevarchucha. All right. That was our daily dose of Ashrei. Thank you very much. So now you guys can all unmute if you like. Let's move to Yigdal. Page 62 in Lev Shalem, page 326 or 53, depending on which version of Sim Shalom you have. Okay, and I think we won't sing. I think we'll just read. If that's, is that good? That's good. Okay. An exercise in reading. Have you guys been practicing this? Anybody? Yes? Barbara's saying no, some are saying yes, some here, some there. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna read first, okay? You know what? You want to mute still and then I'll read and you guys will repeat, okay?
Yeah.
That's good. All right, that's a good use of our time. Okay, so everybody's got to mute.
Excuse me, could you just tell me again what page on the big left, Sim Shalom?
In the big Sim Shalom, yes, let me just find it on my list. It should be 326. Let me see if that's correct in my book. Yes? Yes, 326.
Yes, thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay. Okay, so, and I will read sentence by sentence. So in Sim Shalom, that means I'll read all the way across from one side to the other. There's a period and that's where I'll stop. In Lev Shalem, they do half lines. So you read, there's a comma, then you read again, there's a period. So I'm gonna read sentence at a time to the period. Okay. I think everybody's muted. Here I go. Okay. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabach Nimtza Ve'ein Eit El Mitziuto. Echad Ve'ein Yachid K'yichudo Ne'lam V'gam Ein Sof Le'achduto. Ein lo demut haguf, the ein o, ein no guf, lo na'aroch elav kedushato. Kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon ve'ein reshit l'reshito. Hino Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato umalchuto. Shefa nevuato nitano el anshe segulato betif arto. Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe od navi umabit et temunato. Torat emet natan le'amo el al yad nevio neman beto. Lo yachalif ha'el velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato. Sofe v'yodea sitarenu mabit lesof davar bekad mato. Gomel leish chesed kamif alo notain lerasha ra karishato karishato. Yishlach leketz yamin meshi chenu lifdot mechake kates Yeshuato. Meitim Yehayeh El Bero Chasto Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato. All right. Any questions? Yes, Marlene?
Are many of these words new to us from a vocabulary point of view?
Yes, I would say they are, that these, this prayer, not as much as the next prayer we're going to do, which is the prayer for the state of Israel, which I think has the words that we never see anywhere else. But yes, I would say I feel confident to say that, yeah, these are not words that are common in the Amidah or other parts of the service. Correct. Right.
So they're not
So I
the
think-
regular suspects, and some of them look like other words, so it's, okay. So I have to
Yeah.
work on the words. Okay.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
that's exactly why I thought we should slow it down and just read it. Exactly.
Thank you.
So, good question. Thank you. All right. So having said that, let's go to the prayer for the state of Israel, which in Lev Shalem is 178. In Sim Shalom is either 416 or 149.
Would you believe that that prayer in Hebrew is not in the prayer book that our synagogue used?
Oh, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, so I mentioned it to our rabbi. I sent him an email, and he said, "You're right." He said, "I have no idea why it's not there." And he sent me a copy because I couldn't, it was a little blurry on my
Oh,
screen.
good.
Yeah,
So you now have a copy.
yes, I did.
Perfect.
I
And
hope-
you definitely have banging going on above your head.
yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Okay, excellent, ladies. Okay, so I'm happy to read it through. And then I would like to call on you guys to read parts of it, if that's a good idea, or if that's okay with you. I know it's a good idea. I came up with it. Okay, fine. So a little personal affirmation there. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. Oh, it's been a long week. Okay, I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to read relatively slowly. Okay, here we go. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, Sor Yisrael V'go Alo, Marech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulatenu, Hagen Aleha Be'evrat Chasdecha, Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha, Ushlach Orcha Ve'amitcha L'rosheha Sareha Ve'yoatzeha Betaknem Be'etza Tova Milfanecha Hazek et Yedei Meginei Aretz Kadshenu Behan Chilem Eloheinu Yeshua, Ve'ateret, Nitzachon, Te'at Reim, Vinatata, Shalom, Ba'aretz, V'simchat Olam, Liyosh Veha, V'nomar Amen. All right, so now I'm going to go on and call on you. So unlike so there are roots of these words that we recognize, certainly, but they seem to have things added on to them or certain parts that are just a little different, which again is, I think maybe my problem is I thought it was one word and yet it's a different word. So I was mispronouncing it. So that's part of the tricky part here. Okay, so
Just want to say, so so I can't relate to that. It all sounds foreign to me. So I'm good to go.
thank you for that perspective. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, this is Greek. This is Greek to me.
Maybe that makes it easier. I don't know. I just found myself tripping over things that I thought were different words. What can I say? Geraldine?
I'm going to start. Okay.
Oh, go right ahead.
I want to, because this might be the only line I might be able to say. Okay. Here we go. Avenu ship. Oh wait. Avenu Sheba Shemayim Zor Israel Vego Alo Barek et Midinat
Yes. You want to stop there? That's okay.
Israel.
Okay,
go ahead.
Yisrael. Fine. Stop there. Okay. Susan, will you pick up after the paren or the bracket? I don't understand why the bracket is there. No one says the bracket. We're skipping the bracket. Oh, you're muted, Susan. You might be reading perfectly. I'm sure you are, but we can't hear it.
Sorry. Reshit Samichat
Mhm.
Geula Tenu Hagain Aleha Be'erat Hasdecha.
Perfect. Very nice. Thank you. Lenore, would you like to go next? You have to unmute. Lenore? You have to unmute.
There. I'm
There.
not quite sure. Are we at Hagain?
We're at Ufros.
We're at
So keep going. 1, 2, 3, 5 more words past Hagain.
okay. Hufrosh.
Ufros.
That
So that's a
Rosh?
sin, not a shin. Ufros.
Okay. Aleha Subat Shalomecha. Should I go on?
Sure. Do a few more.
Ushlach Aracha
Orcha. Orcha.
Arha the Hamitha the Vaseha Aleha Subit.
Okay, hold on. I'm not sure where you are. So you did Sareha Biyo Atseha. We'll stop right there. Is that okay?
Subit.
Okay, slow. I'm just not sure where you're reading.
Shalomeha. And I'll stop there. Is maybe my prayer that he sent me is different?
Maybe, because I'm not seeing those words.
Okay.
Okay, I can send you a copy.
Okay.
I'm gonna write myself a note right now. As soon as I find my pencil. Okay. Okay. Barbara, will you pick up,
Ushlach. Oh, where?
uh,
She stopped
I
at
was-
Shalomecha, but if we weren't,
Batach name.
okay, hold on. We're all in different places. Okay.
The tax name.
1, 2, 3. The fourth line down, the top name, exactly, after the comma. So the latter part of the fourth line,
oh,
the top
oh,
name.
V'tach name, Ve'etza Tova, Milfanecha,
Lovely.
Hazek et Yedei, Miginei Eretz Kachenu.
Perfect. Thank you so
I
much.
have a comment about Miginei. I mean, to me, it's Miginei, but I noticed that when the little kid says it, he doesn't say E, he says it.
That's the word he messes up.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
That's
All
the
right.
one word he messes up. You are absolutely right. It's Mugine.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Connie, would you like to pick up after Vikadshenu? Is that right? Yeah, that's where she
Yeah.
left. You have to unmute Connie.
Here I go. Vihak, Vihan Hilaim.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Vihani, all right, Hilaim. Eloheinu, Yeshua, Yeshua, Yeshua,
Mhm.
Ve'atarat,
Ateret. The Ateret. See, there's 3 dots under both of those. You see
Teret,
Ateret.
isn't it Teret?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Teret, notes,
So there's 1 dot under the nun. Ni, nitsa.
Nitzahon,
Mhm.
Ta'at Rain.
Exactly. To atrem. Exactly. That's a tricky one too. That see, there we go. I know it's exhausting, isn't it?
Ta'at Rain, yeah. Oh,
Okay. Marlene, you want to unmute and give us a go?
Hold on. Vinatat,
Vinatata. Vinatata.
vinatata,
Yeah.
vinatata, shalom, be'eretz,
Aretz.
va'aretz,
Mhm.
be'aretz, vashmichat, vashmika,
So that's a sin with a mem. Simchat.
vasimchat, olam, lios becha.
Leyoshveha, exactly.
Little behash. Sorry, need better glasses. Time for an eye exam. Vina Omer.
Nomar.
Vina Omar. Amen.
Amen. Nomar. Amen. All right. So I have proven to you all that this is in fact tricky. I know you all wanted to learn this prayer. It's tricky. Okay. We have completed all of the time allotted. Show of hands and feel free to unmute everybody. So next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Some of the women who are not here this weekend have already emailed me and said they're not going to be here next Friday either. Not a big deal. But if the majority of you are going to be here, I will be here. So say yes, raise your hand if yes, you can be here. All right, that's majority. Okay, class next week. We will continue with some of what we're doing, but we might add on. So I think what we're going to do is go back to the Shema and the V'ahavta, and then we're going to do, so we'll start with the Shema and the V'ahavta probably next week, and then the week after, we'll do the paragraphs 2 and 3 Viahafta being the first paragraph, then the second and third paragraph following that. And I have some very good videos I will send you for practicing that. Okey doke.
Are you sending them before or after?
I think I'll send them before, if that's,
Great.
you know, why not? What the heck? Y'all want
Thank you,
something to
Rachel.
practice. And somebody complimented me on my ability to give homework. I think it was you, Barbara.
I take that back.
All righty.
And the page in Lev Shalem for that is,
For what? For Shema Viahafta?
yeah, mhm.
Oh, golly. Yeah, I don't know if I have it written in front. of
You'll
me.
probably send it in there.
I will send it. I don't have it written in front of me because I knew we weren't going to get to it today.
And the page, and it was, the Shema was in the old Galinkin book, right?
It probably, yes, it was, as well as I think Viahafta was too, but I don't know if the following paragraphs were. So I'll send you the page numbers.
The Shema is on 155 in Lev Shalom.
Thanks, Mary Ellen.
You're welcome. We're not doing a Hava Rabbah, right? We're not doing that one. So we're just starting from the Shema and
Yeah,
the next two paragraphs.
yeah.
or
So
next
they
three.
follow. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
right.
will send the pages. And Lenore, I will send you a copy of the Avinu Shabbat Shemayim, the prayer for the state of Israel, and the books we're reading.
Right. And
Okay.
what, thank you. And what you were just talking about, where in the service is this? This is after the Shema.
So yes, so
and the Via Hafta.
yes, that's the first paragraph after the Shema, called Viahafta, exactly. And then there are two additional paragraphs that follow that.
Oh,
And those are the other ones that I want to introduce.
okay.
Okay,
In Sim Shalom, it's page 101,
thank you.
101, 103, 102. Actually, it's
Started to do
100
this.
and 102.
Marlene?
I just pulled out my marker. What page was Yigdal on? I didn't have a Post-it. I had a loose piece of paper and it fell out.
In Lev Shalem,
62.
62.
62, I went to 72. Thank you. I'm gonna put a sticker
right.
on it.
Yeah, so yes, I've given you a lot to chew on, so
Thank
why
you.
the heck not?
I'm gonna
All right,
start two
ladies.
right now.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Rachel.
coming.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Bye-bye.
Shalom.
Bye.
Thank you so
Shabbat
much.
Shalom.